Hello guys, welcome back. It's Jay Justin, and today I'm doing a different video. I am playing a tier list. This is a tier list of Minecraft blocks. Now, take a note. This is how good they are for building. Not how useful they are, but good for building. I think I need to repeat that again if anybody didn't hear it and make it a little more drastic in sound effects.
This is how good they are for building. Not how useful they are, but good for building.
That's why I'm just gonna put this. I'm gonna put this right here. Because a diamond ore is terrible. You would never build your house out of a diamond ore. Same thing with all the other ores. Like, I actually built my house out of this ore, so I'm gonna put that in D tier. Uh, Yeah. Oh, and emerald ore is even worse than those. Emerald ore is just disgusting. Okay, well, we got all the ores out the way. Now, I just want to do some blocks that I would say do look good, like wood, for example. So, first up, we have this block. I'm gonna compared to all the other blocks, I would like to put this in S tier. I would say S tier is a pretty good tier for that. Torches. Torches for a certain theme can look very good, but for other themes cannot. So if you put in the right theme, it will be in A tier. What other things? Water. I mean, water is practically in every build. So water is like an A S tier for me, to be honest. I'll put it in A tier for now. Maybe I'll bump it up to S. Glass, I'll put it in S. This will just stand for all the different types of glass. Glass is amazing. Then you have emerald block. Emerald blocks looks ugly, not as ugly as the ore though, so I'll put it in D tier. Uh, a door. Let's do this for different types of doors. For overall, I'll give door B tier because it's okay, not that useful. Crafting bench, it looks pretty nice. It also gets a B tier. Leaves. Now I could probably put leaves in now. Leaves. Leaves are pretty good, so I'll give that a solid A tier. Actually, if you're making like a savanna or a jungle, you need leaves. Not very much of a savanna though. Then a gold block, D tier, and diamond block, D tier. Yeah, those do not look good. Next we have beacon. Okay, beacon's one of those tough ones. Beacon is great if you use it correctly in a centerpiece or like use it in a museum. But then again, that's the only way how it is great. So I would say C or B tier. Put in B tier for now. TNT. Great explosion. Yeah, great for explosions. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't like TNT? TNT is a tough one, but I would say when it blows up, yeah. Uh, Slime blocks. Okay, so they have their usage in redstone, which could kind of look, but just they don't look nice, like not at all. But I would say they're on par with D tier blocks. Uh, a grass block. I mean, it's C tier. Like now, everybody just makes their own lawns. It's good for if you're like just starting out, but now it's just not that good. Grass block for building, no. People make their own custom lawns with terracotta and concrete. Uh, Next we have lava. It's not as useful as water, but if you're making a hellish theme, then yes, it is very useful. For stools, like both of these are just for stools only. Slime blocks are for stools with the chair on top. Those are meant for stools at restaurants. Uh, Bookshelf, I would say a solid B. It doesn't do that too much, but it's pretty good. Chest, I would say same thing, solid B. It's okay, functional, but doesn't look that great. Iron block, I would actually give this better than all the other blocks, I will give it a C tier because iron blocks could work in a safe, could actually maybe B, could work in a safe, and they're very durable. So, of that. The cobblestone. C tier, honestly, it's a piece of crap. It looks like a piece of crap. But then it realistically looks like a piece of crap. So you can use it in caves and such, but yeah. Okay, we have these two blocks. These ugly two blocks. F tier and another F tier. Oh, and right below that, another F tier. Those are just trash. Trash, I tell you, trash. Actually, water elevators. Yeah, that's better. Ice. Now, ice is like glass, but it's like only in one color. Glass is in multiple colors. But ice is pretty good. Yeah, this is F tier. F tier. Actually, I'll put that in D tier. That's a solid D tier. Uh, really F tier. That's a wet sponge too. D or F tier. There's a lot of these. Sign. Okay, finally something that's good. A sign I would put oh yeah, it's actually pretty helpful. I'll put it in B tier. I was gonna put it in C tier, but you could read with it, or maybe A tier, but you could read with it and stuff. Yeah. Bricks. Okay, bricks look nice. They actually look kind of realistic, so I would put bricks in an A tier, honestly. Uh, Again, this is like its friend cobblestone, C tier. Mob spawner. You can't even. It's not really a block that you could like put in the creative inventory. So you can't even put it in the creative inventory. It gets like an F. Let's do the three rails all at once. All these three rails. Uh, since they all look the same, I would put all of them in the C tier. Or B tier probably. I'll say C tier. These two rails, they look nice. They're mainly for roller coasters and stuff, but that's it. That's it. Next, we have our lighting blocks, or only lighting block. Glowstone. Glowstone is actually very effective. It doesn't look all that great, but if you make it into certain things, it can look a little great. And it works for other purposes too. And it's the only lighting block besides the torch, which looks, it's just basic. But I would say I give it a good score. Next, we have a cobweb. Good for caves, and caves is it. So it's a C tier. Next, we have a redstone. Okay. I'm going to put this in S tier. Yeah, I say it's a solid S tier. They can activate, they can switch on and on. And that's, I would say, really realistic compared to the torch and glowstone. So, yeah. Furnace. Furnace can look good in some situations. Like, literally what it's meant for, like kitchens. It can work for multiple situations, like a fireplace. Yeah. Iron bars. Okay, iron bars actually look quite spectacular. Iron bars are solid A tier. They look pretty good. Next we have. Okay, let's just go through some of these things. Okay, guys. So all these either got a D or an F. Uh, I would say those are all my D's and F's in here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, let's go with stairs. I think this is a solid A tier. No, wait, where's it? This is solid A tier, for sure. Diorite, actually. These are not the ends of the D's and F's. Yeah. Where's the other ugly block? Yes. Okay, now obsidian is actually going to put that in D tier because that can work for nether portals, which are pretty good. But andesite and diorite, they're not polished, so they look ugly. Next, we have, okay, nether brick is okay. It's okay. Actually, I would give it more of a C tier. But then again, I like red, so it's a B tier. Now, they don't have a pretty use, so let's put it in C tier. Next, we have a cauldron. Cauldron could work for kitchen appliances, for stuff like that. So it gets B tier. Snow. Snow was actually the main block, white block before quartz and concrete. So it still is kind of good today. So I give it a B tier. Next, we have a pressure plate. Pressure plates they're okay. C tier. Next, we have clay. Clay is DT. Yeah, clay just looks a little ugly. Don't know why. It just looks a little ugly to me. Ooh, yeah, stone brick. Stone brick actually will put in the S tier. Yeah, S tier. It works for a bunch of things. I might put bricks here also in the S tier. Now we have cobblestone stairs. Now I would put them on the same level as cobblestone, so it gets a C tier. So guys, I just found out that I just said cobblestone stairs, not cobblestone walls. So, deal with it. Next we have, now this is like the beacon. It's good for centerpieces, but not really good for anything else. So it gets a B tier. Next we have ladder. Where would I put the ladder? C tier looks nice too. Pumpkin. B tier. No, wait, what am I saying? Pumpkins look quite ugly, but they look good in the crop. As a crop, so yeah. Fences. Fences I actually give an A tier. They can make it look like a ruin look. They can also make it look nice. And they use a functional purpose. Planks I also will put A tier. A tier is actually ranking up a lot of stuff. But yeah, that deserves to be in the A tier. Smooth stone. Smooth stone is so nice. I'll put it in the B tier. Actually, no. C tier. C tier. Yeah, solid C tier. A Steve head, or any type of head. Heads are pretty good, but then again, sometimes they cannot be. So we get to C tier. Next, we have this block. Okay, I think Ender Chest, they deserve a solid C tier. They do not look as good as chests, but they can give like a mystical look. Same thing with anvils. I mean, they use a functional purpose. That's the only reason that they got a C tier. And I would say same thing for the brewing stand. That's the only reason why they got a C tier. They have functional purposes. This actually looks quite nice, and the functional purpose is a really good purpose. You can put this on top of a lantern, make it inverted. Then you get a nice city lamp, which is really nice. Then you have, oh, that's ugly. That's really ugly. Oh my goodness. Okay, now we have the bed. People use their own beds, but it's a pretty ongoing block. Unlike where grass. Next we have the redstone block. It's a pretty ugly block. I'll put it in D tier. Sand block. It could be good for some instances. So I'll put it in B tier. Oh yeah, this goes where all the other rails are. C tier. Next we have a dropper. But it's a dispenser. Dispensers are way better than droppers. Next we have, don't even know what that block is. Looks ugly. Put it in F tier. So guys, as I'm editing this again, I just realized that was a coal block. I just now realized that, but I just thought it was a black void block. But no, it's a coal block because it's understandable. You have the diamond block, you have the redstone block. So yes, the coal block was there. I just didn't identify it at first. Next we have quartz. Before concrete, it was the S tier, but I don't really like quartz as much as concrete. But compared to this list, it will be an S tier. So I'll put it in a solid S tier. Next, lastly, we have sandstone, which is C tier. C tier. It's actually pretty rocky, but mainly we have wool. Wool is a hard one because wool could be in B tier, A tier, or S tier. Before quartz, it was S tier. I would say it fits B tier. So this is my final list. We have F tier, ores, sponges, netherrack. We have D tier, or blocks, droppers, some ores, and no, wow, that's just it uses water elevators. Next we have rails, grass, pistons, cobblestone. We have bookshelves, beacon, and other centerpieces and stuff that is basically now used as something else. A tier, we have the actually blocks that would be in C tier, but this is a really bad list. We have torches, glowstone, bars. They don't make it to S tier, but they're pretty close. And we have fences and such. Then we have the S of the superior, the full log block. We have glass, TNT. What's this block? Redstone lamp, stone, more stone, and quartz. Okay, I really like this list. And this is Jay Josminus, and bye.